Some cities are holding steady in this current economy, but Lansing, it's accelerating. In fact, I feel Lansing is one of the most underrated cities in all of the United States. So I want you to stay tuned to this video because I'm going to be talking with you about why Lansing's so strong, where Lansing leads Michigan, why do people love it here. Also, I'll give you a sneak peek of what has just become new this year, what is coming next year, what's coming for the years to come, and then also what does that mean for the Lansing housing market. So we've got a lot to unpack here, and if this is your first time here to the channel, my name is Troy Seifert. I'm a top producing realtor in the greater Lansing, Michigan area. Lived here for almost 20 years. I've seen all the changes that have occurred and happened, and whether you're looking to move here in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months from now, I would love to be able to talk with you on the phone or even schedule a Zoom call with you. So if you want to contact me at any time, all my contact information, it's in the description below. I love hearing from people who are just like you watching this channel, and I always have time to be able to take your call. Also, if you haven't already, please like this video if you like the content of this video, and subscribe to my channel so you can be the first to be notified when a new episode of Lansing Michigan Life goes live. Take a look at my library. I have over 100 videos about everything Greater Lansing, all the suburbs, pros and cons, map tours, tips that you might need to know. So browse through that library. I'm sure there's going to be something that is going to pique your interest. But in the meantime here, I'm gonna start getting into the information here because I've got some data that's going to prove why Lansing is underrated, but I'm gonna be talking about some exciting things, some exciting developments, and wanted to let you know, I just recently took a class with Choose Lansing. It's an organization within the greater Lansing, Michigan area. It used to be the Visitor Center, it used to be called the Visitor Center. Now they call it Choose Lansing. And I just got the designation of a Certified Tourism Ambassador. Whoa, CTA. Taking this class, it just gave me so much more information that I can take to you guys. And I also got some facts that can be verified. It's not just rumor, but the things I'm gonna be talking about, things that are coming to the area, they are factual. This is not something that's in the rumor mill. They can definitely be verified. I got them verified through the Lansing Visitor Center, and they have very reliable sources there as well. First question I kind of want to answer is, why is Lansing so strong? And the reason is because we have a great economic foundation here. So in our area, we have a lot of tourism because we are the capital city. We have the Lansing Capitol Building. We have Impression 5 Children's Museum. We have the Michigan Historical Museum that talks about the history of all of Michigan. Every single year in the greater Lansing, Michigan area, we have 6.7 million people that visit our region. What does that do for Lansing? Well, it pours money into the hotels, pours money into the shopping areas, the dining. All of these things just help revitalize Lansing, Michigan, and help keep up with renovations or things that might be coming to the area. It helps revitalize the area, and we've definitely seen that in the last few years. Then there's also Michigan State University. Can't forget about Michigan State in East Lansing. So this powerhouse place generates 6.8 billion, yes, billion with a B, $6.8 billion annually for our region alone. So we have 6.7 million people that visit Greater Lansing, $6.8 billion that is poured into our region annually just from Michigan State. And another fact that makes Lansing a huge powerhouse is that they ran a statistic at Michigan State University with all the graduates, and they found that 63% of the graduates from Michigan State University end up finding a job in the greater Lansing, Michigan area. I find that amazing because that means people are staying, they're liking what they're seeing. And with this stat especially, I am going to be getting into why this impacts the housing market, because I'm going to be going back to the stat at the very end because it does come full circle of why that stat is really important as well. So we've seen the foundation, that we have great tourism here. We have a lot of money being pumped into the greater Lansing, Michigan area. So where does Lansing lead Michigan? Because you hear about Ann Arbor, Grand Rapids, Detroit. Where is Lansing leading Michigan right now? Well, a couple areas. First area is they're one of only 2 metros in the last year to actually gain jobs. That's huge. So they're leading the way in advanced manufacturing, electric vehicles, battery technology, healthcare. We have Sparrow and we have McLaren Hospital here. We have the state government. That's going to be the #1 occupation that's here within the greater Lansing, Michigan area. We have job growth in education and research, and then also job growth in small business and entrepreneurship. So all of this data came from LEAP, and they're the ones that evaluate the job growth, the economic data within Michigan. A strong job market makes Lansing, again, a very, 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 very strong city. Which then leads me into, why do people love it here? Well, a recent stat that I heard, and I find this is something that I'm going to be using a lot in these videos from now on, is that within 90 miles of Lansing is 90% of Michigan's population. That's right, within 90 miles of Lansing is 90% of Michigan's population. So there's so many different places that you can go, and there's all these people that come from different areas to be able to do some of the tourism stuff. But people love it here because they have accessibility to all the things in Michigan. I mean, you got Frankenmuth, you got Grand Rapids, you got Detroit, all these places that you can go to, but even just within the city itself, there are tons of restaurants, tons of shopping. There's Big Ten Sports at Michigan State University. There's the Wharton Center for concerts and Broadway shows that bring national tours here. And then you got Potter Park Zoo, the Michigan Capitol Building, the Michigan Historical Museum. So you have these museums, you have these places that make Lansing a place that people still like to come to. I definitely think there's more potential. I don't think that it's the very end. I think that there's room for more growth, and I'm gonna get into that here later. But people love it here because you're within 90 miles of a lot of things in Michigan. You have a lot of things within 20 to 30 minutes. You have great highway access. You have all these things that are brought to our region. It's almost like having a big city with 500,000 people, but having a little bit more of a small town feel. I feel like that's a lot of the reason why people really do love living in Lansing. So I do want to get into what came to Lansing in 2025. What came to Lansing? What were some of the big things? Well, there was a game, a concept known as strikeout baseball that came to the greater Lansing, Michigan area. John Smoltz, he donated money towards this because he grew up in the Lansing area and he endorsed it. His name is on it, and it's like the pickleball of baseball. It's a brand new game concept, first of its kind, started in Lansing, Michigan. In fact, the Major League Baseball Network, they're starting to promote it so that other areas build their own strikeout baseball stadium. Also, I know I talk about construction a lot on this channel, but there was a major construction project on Michigan Avenue around where Michigan Sparrow Hospital is. So the construction project created bike lanes, walking paths. And what was the reason for that? Well, Michigan Avenue connects directly from the Capitol all the way to Michigan State University. So they wanted students to be able to go directly to Michigan State University. And then in turn, if people are at the Capitol building and they want to walk to the Michigan State University campus, they can have easy access to be able to do that. So they're revitalizing that area. That is a brand new development that just happened this year. Another major development that they did this year is they really poured a lot more money into the retail side of the Red Cedar development. And that is right along Michigan Avenue, that whole construction project I just talked about. So they added a Lansing duck pin bowling there. They added restaurants. They added just more local retail. The hotel there is up and running, added more residential apartment housing there. So that is still a work in progress. I believe that there are still more vacancies there, but that development area, even just seeing the parking lots that are there, I mean, that is going to be, or continue, developed more and more and more, and they keep pumping more money into that area. Why? Even though Frandor, I put in a video, I put Frandor as one of the most hated areas on a video. The reason why is because of traffic. Anything that comes in Frandor, if it closes, then something else goes back in. And they have this huge Sears vacant building that everyone's wondering, what are they gonna do there? I believe that that's gonna be something in the future. That's not gonna be something I'm addressing here, but that area, just so much traffic there. So what is coming up? What's coming up in 2026? What's coming up beyond? Gonna get into that here too. So in 2026, the big things that are coming is that in Delta Township, the west side of town, they are building an 85,000 square foot Bass Outdoor World Pro Shop. That's gonna draw people from all over mid-Michigan, 100%. So that is going to be something that is supposed to open in 2026. The other thing that's going to open in 2026 and as part of Michigan State is a student recreation and wellness center. It's going to be a fitness center. It's gonna have a 50-meter pool there as well. It's gonna be a state-of-the-art fitness center for Michigan State University. Also, they're gonna add Sheetz convenience store here. They're a first of its kind here in mid-Michigan. Why is that something that is great? Well, that's more of an East Coast, Ohio thing, Sheetz is, and I grew up with Sheetz, so I was all excited about that. Again, Sheetz would not invest in areas that they didn't feel had economic potential, so Sheetz is coming. The other major thing that they're gonna have here and it's in downtown Lansing that they are building, and it is going to be done in 2026, is the Ovation Center for Music and Arts. This is something that's been a long time coming, but Lansing needs to have a music theater area other than the Wharton Center. And so they have a concert venue that seats 2,000 people. It's a 2-story concert venue. They'll have another small venue for intimate concerts. They're gonna have community spaces. It's gonna have podcast and recording studios. It's gonna have a rooftop terrace to enjoy the city's nightlife. It's gonna be a great space once it's completed, but that's going to probably be the big major thing, other than Bass Pro Shops, that's pretty big too, but that's gonna be the big major thing for 2026. But I do wanna talk about what's coming up in 2027, 2028, because honestly, this also shows positive signs of what is happening in Lansing. So the first thing that they're doing in downtown Lansing is they are going to be building within the next 2 to 3 years, a 183-room downtown hotel. And it's gonna have a rooftop restaurant on it, a rooftop bar. It's gonna have an event conference space in it. So that is something that is going to be coming in the next 2 to 3 years. Also within the next 2 to 3 years, Michigan State is developing more. They're making an MSU arena district. It's going to have housing, more retail. It's gonna have entertainment areas. So that's gonna be something that's going to be coming there as well. And then another hotel and a 4,000 seat athletic arena there. The other thing that is coming, and this is something hopefully that'll happen in the next 2 to 3 years, but they have this project known as Vision Lansing project. And they continue to pour money into the downtown. What they are going to be building in the next 2 to 3 years are 573 new residential units that are planned for downtown Lansing. One of those, or included in that 573 residential units, is a 27-story tower known as the Tower on the Grand. It's gonna be, I believe, the highest building in downtown Lansing once it is done. And it's gonna have retail space at the bottom there too. So they're going to continue to make downtown a destination. They're gonna make it more walkable. They're gonna make it more mobile. They're trying to attract younger talent and residents, which again, you heard 63% of Michigan State University students stay here in the area. So why are they pumping money into the downtown? Because they feel like those students then will want to rent and be a part of the downtown. Not a bad concept. There are a lot of residential units, places you can rent within downtown Lansing, but I say all this because it's like, what's gonna happen in the next 5 to 10 years in downtown Lansing with having all of these people? Hopefully businesses will stay open later. People have kind of complained about the downtown scene, that there isn't a heck of a whole lot that happens after 5 p.m. unless you're going downtown to a Lansing Lugnuts game, and then they'll have a fireworks at night. There really isn't a whole lot to the nightlife in downtown Lansing. East Lansing, downtown, that's where you're gonna have more of the nightlife. I am excited about what's to come. And maybe when I do another video like this, there'll be even more updates that I can provide you with. But hopefully with this, you are able to see, I was able to provide you data, facts, verified things that show why Lansing should maybe be an area that you consider moving to, okay? That's the whole goal of this. I don't want you to Google Lansing, Michigan, because you're gonna see things from 5, 6, 7 years ago, okay? And the people are gonna say there's nothing to do, it's run down, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, I mean, yeah, I would say like, yeah, things were more run down, but things are thriving right now in Lansing. It's all about the now. So what does this all mean for the housing market? That's the last question that I wanna answer here, because this all things lead to asking Troy, what does this have to do with the housing market, okay? So right now in Lansing, they just, in the fall of 2025, were ranked in the top 5 housing markets. I believe earlier I did a video where they were in the top 10 for the summer housing market. Now they're in the top 5 because they see the affordability in our area. They also see the job growth, which I just talked about as well. We're one of only 2 areas in Michigan that had job growth this past year. There's also strong buyer demand. 62% of MSU students stick around here. They want to stay around here. Again, that helps the economy within the area. We still have low inventory. We've had low inventory here for years. I don't know when that's going to improve. I don't know how much new construction they're going to do, but they are continuing to build all these residential units. So maybe it'll help the inventory because people will feel like, hey, I'm just gonna rent because I wanna be able to live downtown. I don't know, I'm just making some predictions there. So our housing market is so strong because our economy is strong. It is a very, very, very vibrant region. So definitely keep Lansing on your radar when you're looking to make a move to Michigan. Hopefully you'll settle on the center of Michigan. Hopefully this information was beneficial to you. I love doing this sort of stuff. I love being able to talk about the great things in our city and being a resource for you. If you do have any questions on anything I talked about, leave me a comment below or talk about what you're most excited about that's coming to the Lansing, Michigan region. Comment below there. If you do have any questions regarding real estate and you want to make a move here, feel free to call me, text me, email me, or schedule a Zoom at any time. And if you like this video, appreciate a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm excited about what Lansing, Michigan is going to do in the next 5 to 10 years. Hopefully after hearing this, you are as well. So until next time, everybody, make it a great day. Take care.